Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Higurashi. We're good. We're good this episode. Last episode was a little bit of a mess because of a sudden stuffy nose. Dude, this might be a conspiracy theory, don't I'm not saying it yet, but it might have been the new AHA drink I drank cuz even though I said it was allergy season, I don't even think I had allergies or was feeling anything until I started recording, which is when I started drinking the AHA drink. But um, I'm not accusing them yet. I'll probably try it again off video, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, little cursed, but it's good so far. But anyways, we're on episode 15 of Himitsubushi, maybe the last episode, because we went pretty far in Himitsubushi's first episode. We're already at the wallet, which is pretty much like 2/3 done. We just have getting the boy back and stuff. I mean, I don't even think they're gonna do the future stuff. They might. I hope they do. Actually, it would make sense that, you know what, maybe they will do the future stuff, because honestly, the future stuff at the very beginning isn't that important. You can like literally just make that one scene connecting the beginning and the ending, and it would kind of flow better. Honestly. But yeah, let me load it up. Yeah, bring your reactions, guys. Timer, sync up, syncicity. Countdown from 3 and on go. Start the video, and there will be timer on the right hand side. Use for better syncage or whatever you want. But yeah, let's get this party started. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, isn't one of these guys what's his face? What's it? I forgot his name. Mountain Dog Man. It's looking stuffed, bro. But it was like the last chapter they revealed that, so I mean, I don't know how some of the designs are stuffed too, so anyways. It's a little bit awkward, that scene without the kid's inner thoughts. Because in the visual novel, he was clearly thinking that he wanted to get the attention of a doctor, and he was acting in pain on purpose, using that scar as a. Because it didn't really hurt. He was just trying to get a doctor to see him and, help. Make the doctor, like, get help or whatever. But yeah, cool. Oh, Okanogi, there's his name. It was on the tip of my tongue. I couldn't remember. Yeah, none of those look like Okanogi, but they can always just omit the facts, maybe. But yeah. Also, last night for fireworks. So if you hear any popping, my bad. Actually, I guess there'll probably be fireworks next weekend too. Just double holiday, huh? But yeah. I have no banter. I'm sorry. I probably should have saved the AHA conspiracy theory for the opening, huh? It's alright, whatever, we're getting into it now. It was raining. I was gonna say, was it raining? It definitely was raining, right? Wet Rika. Oh, they're not showing the protest. I kind of wanted to see that. It was kind of a cool scene in the visual novel. Oh yeah, this mysterious village. It's kind of a nice red herring because when you hear about it first in the visual novel, or maybe even in the anime, you thought it might have something to do with the story, but it really doesn't. Besides this arc, obviously. It's also interesting hearing this stuff because anime viewers don't get the hint where there's oh clearly there's a hint saying that or you wanted to release the grandson. So it's kind of awkward, I guess, without the context. Or at least gives a different impression. I don't know if it's actually awkward. Nice. Irie. Did Irie tell them where the kid was in the visual novel? I don't think he did. We'll talk about it post show. Oh, he's just bringing the kid. Okay, so it's just a totally different story. Actually, no, not really. I don't remember. Actually, yeah, never mind. He did bring the kid in the visual novel. I'm dumb. It's time for some fight scenes. Let's go. Fuck him up, Oishi. So I'm pretty sure Oishi was fighting Okanogi in the visual novel, at least. Yo. Beat the shit out of him. Yeah, I totally forgot that they took the kid with him. But I remember now. They didn't show Oishi getting choked out, but I guess it's a nice surprise. Yo. My boy. Yo. Pro. Masterful recovery, Oishi. Because he actually did get choked out into unconsciousness. So I thought he always came back fast, but I think someone in the comment explained to me the medical stuff about being choked out. And it made sense that Oishi could make it. Because I kind of thought it was a little suspicious myself, but now when someone actually shows me the science behind it, then it's all good. Yeah, we got shot, Oishi. We're kind of in pain. back when Irie and Oishi were kind of in good terms. But this is like Irie's. Actually, maybe not his first year. Early years, though. Yeah, well, at least you get. At least Hakusate got some bonus points for actually doing it. Helps his career a bit. Oh, yeah, obviously. I just didn't really talk about this one as. No, I mean, they did. I wonder. Okay, never mind. Dude, pink payphones. It's just a thing, huh? It's weird. I don't think I've ever seen one in my life. But obviously, it might just be. I mean, I'm. Yo, it's a red one. Rare. I would have liked to see the people there saying the stuff too, because it makes it extra ominous, even though it is kind of a red herring. But what is that? A freaking motorcycle revving? Oh no, that's just trains. Obviously. I wonder what's gonna happen with the rest of this episode. We still have half more. Has to be the future stuff, so that's cool. See a tiny Yuki? Or not, I think that's Miyuki's the daughter, and Yuki's the wife. The chill Watanabe. At least Hatasata's not in hospital gowns in this one. Yo, look how big those bottles are. People just chugging it. Oh yeah, we have the whole Rita speech thing. I totally forgot about that. Even though it is a pretty good scene. Obviously, you need that if they're gonna use the future stuff. So. Eh. Why is she smiling? Don't be creepy, Rika. It is creepy though. I am kind of getting chills, which is a good sign, as per usual. The water surface, the moon on the water surface thing. He likes that reference. It's kind of funny when they use it in Umineko, too. Considering Rita's the one who said it in Higurashi. Future! Dude, are we gonna see Oishi and Yukata looking fresh? He's already looking different, dude. Casual wear. Akasaka looks a little older, too. Still a little stuffed on the hair. Miyuki? Bro, they erased Miyuki. Are you insane? Are you insane? Oh, man. Oh, at least she's in a picture. Oh, UTA. Yeah, not Yuki, UTA. So tiny. This is making me sad though. I legitimately feel sad. Hmm. Dude, Akasaka looks older. Oishi looks the same. Are we gonna see it? It's not as swaggy as in the visual novel. Still looking good though. Wonder why they cut Miyuki. it doesn't even really make sense. I wonder if they're gonna do that really dramatic crying, screaming Akasaka scene. Because that was really good. Just because Miyuki's not here. I don't know how they do it. Look at that fish. It looks so good. semi-true. Hmm. In a way. It's so weird hearing about that. Knowing the truth. So trippy. I will say one thing about this art, a lot of different, actually no, that was Totoro. Never mind. I was gonna say lots of different edits, but I think Totodoroshi's finale is the one I was thinking about. But this is weird. This is a good scene too, though, in the visual novel. It's also interesting they're putting this here as a flashback instead of just doing it in the present. I don't really see the difference in the flow, but no, maybe different people see it differently. Abandoned Hinamizawa. That looks so sad. Oh, they're not. Oh, okay, that's Team Mitsubushi. Though leaving it at showing the desolated village is actually like, it's not bad. That actually kind of looked cool. But overall, I'm can't say I'm too happy with this and adaptation of the art. But we'll talk about that after. Um, yeah, it added good points though. Hopefully, Akasaka gets some justice on his appearance, at least in the eighth arc, Matsuri Bayashi, or even in the seventh arc, I guess he appears. Looking like I hope they get a glow up, but maybe that would be just weird. I guess they wouldn't, because if we're on Himitsubushi, this probably goes to maybe Sumi Horoboshi or Mina Doroshi, which means everyone's gonna let this sit. No chance for a glow up. Kumadai is forever stuffed. Maybe even Otonodi. If that was, I mean, it kind of looked like Otonodi. Maybe he just growed out his hair when he got older. Poem time. Bow, 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 bow. Mm. Wait. Maybe not. I was trying to say, don't they actually say that in the visual novel? But maybe not. Ready for Satoshi and Shion? That'll be fun. Okay, guys, we have finished the reaction. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let's talk about it a bit. If not, see you next time. I guess before I want to go through the scene by scene, I I'm not exactly satisfied with this. Again, Himitsubushi is technically the weakest arc. That being said, though, as my main take on the anime adaptation for this is it's just the bare bones of um Himatsubushi. I guess you can say that for the other arcs, though they did keep a lot of the charming scenes. They did cut out some of the stuff I liked, but it did feel like I was satisfied with it. Anakatashi rip chase scene. Still enjoyed the arc fully. In this one though, they removed a lot of scenes I actually like really liked, and it's just kind of left off as awkward. I mean, they kept the fun Nipa scene, though greatly reduced. But yeah, I don't know. It just feels a little too empty for me. And again, if they're gonna do this to one arc, it might as well be Himatsubushi. But wish it had a little more justice to it, because I did like it. I mean, yeah. Anyways, I just thought you could say that's expected for Himatsubushi. But they show the Irie scene and the kid injured. And then commented it during the reaction that this scene's a little awkward without the kid's thoughts. So in this scene in the visual novel, the kid was pretending to be hurt because he wanted to get out of this situation, and he was using the fact that he had a scar from a past incident or accident to get a doctor. Then he was trying to signal Irie that, hey, the situation's pretty sketchy. Which just thinking about it, they're in a freaking abandoned village, and these two guys with a kid, it in like a work shed. It is pretty sketchy, but and maybe it does come off fine, but it's a little awkward if you don't perceive that. But anyways, they do skip the demonstration of the protest, and this is a scene. I mean, it is skippable. It's one of those scenes that I like that is fine skipping, but I do think it was pretty cool, like just showing when they drive past the dam, just the state of the area. Like in the visual novel, they're blasting like prayers and speakers and blowing out people's eardrums. Like it's almost like sound torture, because I guess there weren't sound laws or whatever, and just like this chaos, just showing how desperate or how extreme the situation was. But that was skipped, and they kept Rika, though instead she didn't just appear behind them in the visual novel. She was off to their side. It's fine. I mean, I don't really think that matters, but yeah, that happened. It seemed like they actually got directions from Irie. So this is I could be misremembering. Someone actually corrected me that Satoko did break Oyasho-sama's arm. Thank you for that correction. Which, I mean, I'm not making excuses, but I read. It's a while ago, so I don't remember everything fully. But I believe Irie, like in this one, it seemed clear that Irie told them where the sketchy situation was. But I'm pretty sure in the visual novel, Irie didn't. They just kind of questioned Irie, and he kind of just went back, and they kind of continued looking for the house, and then they found like a truck part in one of the storage shed places, and that's how they knew they were there, or at least to check it out. Just because I remember, yeah. So I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but It's a fine change. Then you get the fight scene. It is kind of reduced. I kind of wanted to see some badass fight scenes with Oishi and Akasaka, but again, maybe we'll see some karate master Akasaka in the later arcs. And I did make that mistake saying that they didn't bring the kid with him in the visual novel. They definitely did. It just wasn't coming to me when I first remembered the scene. Stuffed Otonodi, and I'm just looking at this man. Otonodi without his ponytail is cursed. But again, maybe he just grows it out later. But even though they don't show Oishi being choked out, it is like a nice little surprise. Seeing Otonodi walking out instead of Oishi, but obviously since this is in the past, Oishi's alright. But it's still a pretty good scene. I think I was actually satisfied with this, more or less. Oishi coming out. Yeah, good scene. Then you have talking about how an organization and how trained those individuals are with Oishi in the hospital. I don't think that happens in the visual novel. I think they just like do well wishes. Now that I think maybe that conversation, no, it couldn't have happened later. I don't know. I don't think the conversation was there. I think they were just celebrating and stuff. And then yeah, I don't know. So then you got the whole phone thing. The only difference between this and the visual novel is there's always a person. It's kind of a nice meme in the visual novel. It's fine to cut it, but it's kind of fun. There's like a person present every time. Like he goes for the hospital or clinic payphone, and then he goes for a convenience store payphone, and then the wire's always cut. And then when he asks, "Hey, the wire's cut," and then the person would always respond, "Oh, isn't that a dilly of a pickle?" It's such a weird phrase, but the fact that two cut payphones and then two people say the same line, like a clinic worker and an old lady say that, it was kind of eerie and weird, but it did get cut. But yeah, then you had the whole Rika scene. So it's kind of weird, and I don't know why they did this. Again, maybe it's some weird flowing thing, but they kind of moved scenes around. Like they didn't. Akasaka didn't confront Rika about cutting the phone wires, but then they showed that scene as a flashback. Same with the future scene with Rika's speech as a flashback. I don't entirely get the purpose. Maybe it's just for better explaining the situation to Oishi, I guess. If you don't want to get too much into detail. But yeah, meet up Rika's. Fun times, go to the Watanashi festival. The stuffed one. Pretty accurate. Then you have Rika's speech. No, wait. You kind of have it. But then, yeah, you get the full speech later, so this will comment on that when that happens. Then we get the future stuff, which is good to see. I was kind of questioning whether they would have it before we started the episode. Obviously, it was clear looking at the runtime later. But yeah, no Miyuki. It's an interesting change. Obviously, again, just for time and stuff, but yeah, it's a shame. At least you see her in a picture. You get Akasaka's wife's death, which is always a sad death. Tripping while pregnant down a flight of stairs. Compared to like some of the other deaths we see, it's not as brutal. But actually watching that kind of just made me sad, huh? I was also kind of getting prepared for the super dramatic Akasaka speech. But yeah, flashback to the wires. Akasaka realizing that Riko is warning him possibly about UTA's death. Still talking. Learns that Rika was killed. Talks about Rika's prediction. And I mean, Rika's prediction, it's just a great scene, right? It's dramatic. Even though Rika's speaking in her unnatural, creepy voice, you still feel for her. And yeah, The fact that Akasaka doesn't save her, unlucky. In the visual novel, again, they did cut the dramatic scene. They kind of just cut the whole thing out early. But yeah, I think it is a shame that they kind of just cut that cut that whole scene, because in my opinion, my two favorite scenes are the knee pause scene with Akasaka, which they kept again, but also Akasaka's dramatic monologue thing. When he realizes that yes, Rika was asking for my help and I didn't do anything about it, and he's crying, he's screaming. It's super good. Miyuki comes in and like asks why he's crying, and then he starts to see Rika in his daughter, because also in the story, going through his thoughts, he was like, oh, Rika's like the perfect daughter that I would want, or like I wanted Miyuki, or in the future scenes I wanted Miyuki to meet Rika one day. And it's just like, it's such a great scene. And then Oishi comes in and is like, oh, don't worry, Akasaka, let's solve this together. This isn't, if Rika predicted all that, then there must be more. Let's write a book called Higurashi. Which maybe is a little less impactful, since you're watching an anime, not a book. But I really love that scene. So yeah. Again, I will say, just ending the whole arc on a picture of the desolated village, or deserted village. I don't think desolated is the right word. Is also kind of picturesque. But yeah, again, overall, I think Himitsubushi got the short end of the stick, and it really lost a lot of its charm. Again, because it's quote unquote the least important arc. Maybe even the least I don't want to say worst arc, but maybe like people's least favorite arcs. Again, on purpose, because it is a bonus arc, but I do find it a shame. I wish they would have just gave it maybe not even a 4-episode thing, because it is significantly shorter, but I would have been happy with a 3-episode and could have sort of stretched things out a bit. But whatever. That's Himitsubushi, guys. Not to be too down on it. Anime viewers, don't hate me. It's just my opinion, dude. I just thought it could have been better. But next time we're gonna be starting Mayakashi. Pretty good arc, the sister series to Watanagashi, and we'll learn formally be introduced to Satoshi and Shion and see what that's about. Should be exciting. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Oh yeah, since we did a Monday episode, I guess I'll see you next week, since I was just uploading on Saturday because I kept missing the Monday mark. But yeah, we hit it. We hit the 3-day threshold already, so that's nice. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye!